El Alquimista, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, being read from a Moorish perspective by your boy Marcoelboriken with moorsoflight.com, a co-founder and a teacher by trade, work, and profession. And I'm going to be reading to you a very, very, very short paragraph. So this reading is not going to be too long. But go ahead and check out moorsoflight.com. Here, we're getting insight to a build or a moment between the English traveler from Europe and Santiago himself from Andalusia. And here it says, eran libros extraños. They were weird books. Hablaban de mercurio, sal, dragones y reyes. Pero él no conseguía entender nada. They talked about mercury, salt, dragons, kings, but he couldn't understand anything. No obstante, había una idea que aparecía repetida en casi todos los libros. Todas las cosas eran manifestaciones de una cosa sola. So, however, or nonetheless, there were ideas that seemed to repeat every time in each of these books. All things were manifestations of a singular thing. En uno de los libros descubrió que el texto más importante de la alquimia tenía sola o solo unas cuantas líneas y había sido escrito en una simple esmeralda. In one of the books discovered that was a text just as important as the alchemy, only has a few lines and was written on a simple emerald. Es la tableta de esmeralda, dijo el inglés. It's the emerald tablet, said the Englishman, orgulloso por enseñar alguna cosa al muchacho, proud to have been the one to show Santiago this thing. Entonces, ¿para qué tantos libros? So he's like, so why do you have all these books? Para entender estas líneas, respondió el inglés, sin estar muy convencido de la propia respuesta. So Santiago asked him, why do you have all the books? And he essentially says, I have all these books to essentially help me understand the emerald tablets, which is awesome because there's a presence on the internet, this guy, Forbidden Knowledge, that always talks about the emerald tablets and Thope and very high Comedian sciences and high Comedian and Anunnaki, as well as like high level, essentially like all the culture and all the embodied mathematics, science, and customs that came with Moorish culture were kind of expanded on through the emerald tablets. And there's a lot of reference to like ancient Sumeria and yeah, it's a very deep tablet that goes way beyond terrestrial knowledge, right? But point being, the beings referenced in the emerald tablets, they all have very fancy headdress, which is encompassing of Moorish culture as a whole anyway. So this is a very short paragraph. I think that it's pretty awesome that this book mentions the emerald tablets, it mentions the Unum and the Thurum, it mentions Melchizedek, it mentions Moors. So there's a lot of mysticism, a lot of knowledge that comes in this book right here. So once again, it's a very short reading, very short chapter, just a mention of the emerald tablets. And that's genius on part of the author to be able to pass on so much information in Sufism as a science fiction story, which hence it's probably the reason why this book is banned in elementary schools. So this is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and I'm gonna leave it there. Next time we're gonna pick up with part 40 of Spanish and English for the Moorish alchemists, still based in the same setting of Santiago and the Englishmen traveling in the caravan to make it to the pyramids in Egypt. moorsoflight.com It's your boy Marcoelboriken. We'll be on here tomorrow, so thank you so much for logging in with me.